Have you ever felt lost, like you're sailing through a storm with no land in sight, searching for a single point of light to guide you home? I think we all have. We're all searching for our own lighthouse. Today, I want to take you to a place that feels like it's at the very edge of our known world, to a real lighthouse that has inspired countless stories of hope and despair. We're going to Ushuaia, Argentina, to find the legendary Lighthouse at the end of the world. This isn't just a trip to a remote tourist spot. This is a journey to understand something fundamental about ourselves. Stick with me, because what we discover here might just change the way you see your own journey through life. The story starts, as many of my adventures do, with a book. Years ago, I read Jules Verne's The Lighthouse at the End of the World. The title alone grabbed me. It painted a picture of ultimate isolation, of a lone guardian standing against the raw power of nature. The story is about a lighthouse keeper on a remote island, a solitary figure whose job is to keep a light burning for sailors navigating treacherous waters. He's a symbol of duty, of resilience, of a single person making a world of difference. That image never left me. I had to see it for myself. So, I booked a flight to the southernmost city on the planet, Ushuaia. Just saying the name feels like an incantation, doesn't it? Ushuaia. It's a place where the Andes Mountains plunge into the sea, where the air is crisp and carries the scent of salt and ancient forests. It's the final stop before Antarctica, a gateway to a world of ice and wind. Getting there is an adventure in itself. You fly over the vast, rugged landscapes of Patagonia, watching civilization slowly fade away until all that's left is this breathtaking, untamed wilderness. Stepping off the plane in Ushuaia, you feel it instantly. This isn't just another city. This is an outpost, a frontier, the end of the road. From the port of Ushuaia, you board a catamaran. The real journey begins on the water, navigating the historic Beagle Channel. The wind bites, the water is a deep, dark blue, and all around you are snow-capped peaks that look like they were painted by a master artist. You sail past islands teeming with sea lions, their barks echoing across the water. You see colonies of Magellanic penguins and majestic cormorants. It feels like you've sailed back in time, to a world untouched by human hands. And then, after about an hour, you see it. It's not a towering grand structure like you might imagine. It's smaller, more humble. A simple, stout tower painted in striking red and white stripes, perched on a tiny rocky islet. This is the Les Éclaireurs Lighthouse. Now here's a little secret. This is not the actual lighthouse from Verne's novel. That one was located further east. But Les Éclaireurs has become the icon, the one everyone calls the lighthouse at the end of the world. And in a way, it's more fitting. It's the one that stands guard over the channel leading to Ushuaia, the one that sailors see as their final beacon before heading into the wild Southern Ocean, or their first welcome back to civilization. As our boat circled the islet, something profound hit me. The engines quieted, and all you could hear was the wind, the cries of the gulls, and the gentle lapping of waves against the rocks. The lighthouse stood silent. Automated now, there's no keeper living inside. But its presence was immense. For over a century, this simple structure has been doing one job, and one job only: to shine. In the fiercest storms, in the dead of night, through fog so thick you can't see your own hand in front of your face, its light cuts through the darkness. It doesn't ask for thanks. It doesn't get discouraged. It just shines. I looked around at the other people on the boat. Everyone was silent, just staring. Strangers from all over the world, all mesmerized by this one point of light. And I realized, this lighthouse isn't just for sailors. It's for all of us. Think about your own life. How many times have you felt like you were in the dark? Lost in a job you hate, a relationship that's failing, or just a general sense of purposelessness? We navigate our own stormy seas every single day. We face winds of doubt, waves of fear, and fogs of confusion. And in those moments, what we're desperately searching for is a lighthouse. That lighthouse can be a person, a friend, a mentor, a family member who offers unwavering support. It can be a goal, a dream you're chasing that keeps you moving forward when everything else tells you to stop. It can be a belief, a core value, a faith, or a philosophy that gives your life meaning and direction. But here is the most important insight I gained while staring at that red and white tower. Sometimes you can't find a lighthouse. Sometimes the sea is just too dark, the storm too strong. And in those moments, you have to become the lighthouse yourself. You have to be the one to generate your own light. You have to find that strength within you, that unwavering core of who you are, and let it shine, not just for yourself, but for the others who might be lost in the same storm. Think about it. The lighthouse keeper in Verne's story was just one man. But his commitment, his simple act of keeping a lamp lit, saved countless lives. He probably never met the sailors he guided to safety. He never received their thanks. But he did his job anyway, because he understood the power of a single consistent light in a world of darkness. That's the real challenge, isn't it? To be consistent, to keep showing up, to be a beacon of hope, kindness, or integrity, even when no one is watching, even when you feel isolated and alone, like you're on a tiny rock at the edge of the world. Because you never know who is out there in the dark, looking for your light. Your one act of kindness, your one word of encouragement, your one moment of standing up for what's right, that could be the signal that guides someone else safely to shore. The journey back to Ushuaia was different. The sun was beginning to set, casting a golden glow over the mountains. The lighthouse grew smaller and smaller until it was just a pinprick of light on the horizon. But its message was now burned into my mind. Don't just look for the light. Be the light. This trip to the end of the world wasn't a tea about ticking a box on a travel list. It was a pilgrimage. It was a reminder that even in the most remote, desolate corners of the earth, there is light, there is hope, there is purpose, and that purpose is often found in the simplest, most consistent actions. So I want to ask you this. What is the lighthouse in your life right now? What is guiding you? And more importantly, how can you be a lighthouse for someone else? Maybe it's checking in on a friend who's been quiet lately. Maybe it's dedicating an hour each day to that project you believe in. Maybe it's simply choosing to be positive when everyone around you is cynical. These are not small things. These are the flickers of light that push back the darkness. They are the signals that tell the world, and yourself, I am here, I am strong, and I will not be extinguished. The world can feel like a vast, stormy ocean. It's easy to feel small and insignificant. But remember that little lighthouse at the end of the world. It's not grand or imposing. It's small, stout, and stubborn. And for over 100 years, it has made all the difference. You can too. Find your purpose, stand your ground, and shine. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments what your lighthouse is. I'd love to read your stories. And if you want to join more adventures that explore not just the world, but ourselves, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until next time, keep shining.